I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So Alabama has its 8-day game. They say it was less fans than attendance this year, but it is what it is. Different format, point blank period. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I don't know what happened in the 8-day slash regular practice, whatever they call it nowadays. You hear me, dog? I just know one thing for sure. Uh it wasn't as high of a turnout like most people probably expected. That tells you right there the fans are upset, probably disappointed that the 8-day game is officially gone. But I'm gonna get into the article about five major standouts, baby. Heavy, you hear me? Yeah. Don't be shocked when you see a couple freshmen on the list, dog. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Get right into it. Don't need to waste no time. Like I say, I did not watch the practice. I did not see any 8-day game highlights. You hear me? Uh, I was busy over the whole weekend, so yeah, didn't have time to watch it, check the highlights or nothing yet. You hear me? But let's get into it though. You know, spring football almost over. It's almost time for the real season, baby. Make sure you fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, huh? If you watch this 8-day 2025, if you watch the practice, if you watch the so-called spring game, let me know, man. Fire them comments up. What's the scoop? What's the 411, dog? Roll Tide, full of pride, win, lose, or draw. Let's get it. And you see what it say. 5 standouts from 8-day 2025 for Alabama football. Let's get it, bro. A new format of 8-day for Alabama football prevented several positions from standing out as easily. There was no game. There were no official touchdowns. There was no tackling. The Crimson Tide just ran drills. Some were, in fact, 11 versus 11, but many were not during the practice that spanned a little over an hour. And I'm sure some fans, people who had problems with that, guess what? I have no problems with it. I have no problems with it. And those who do, they want to see players injured. They want to see players hurt. They don't really care about the players. I stand on that 10 toes down, huh? Yeah, dog. Stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? Ain't no way you can say you care about a player, want to see the player succeed when you trying to see him run into the ground. You hear me? So smart move by kalendeboer. I like the new format. I don't care who don't like the new format. Them boys hit enough already. They go hard enough already, dog. Why risk any injury? Why risk any injury? It's no tackling. So what? The fans are selfish. The fans are selfish, huh? You hear me, dog? Period. And when the season comes and somebody faces a major injury or is out for the season, dog, somebody get banged up, then the fan's the first one right there. Oh, we miss our player. If we had him this, if we had loss and if we had loss and if we had Q, et cetera, et cetera. But when they don't practice, they don't suit out for an 8-day game, or the 8-day game is less physical. People mad. People complaining. Don't want to show up. Man, kiss my ass, jack, jive, turkey, chump, pump. You hear me, dog? Turn your fan card in, man. Period. So shout out kalendeboer for playing it smart. Yeah. The Crimson Tide just ran drills. Some were, in fact, okay, read that part. Boom, next paragraph. So linemen, linebackers, running backs, etc., had trouble making their mark like they could have if Alabama had played an actual game on 8-day. And I can agree with that to a certain extent, because when you're not tackling, not going full speed ahead, physical, you can't really observe the trenches, huh? Yeah, the trenches can really just sit back and do nothing. So I guess I would say that's the biggest negative about the whole new format for 8-day. That's the only thing to me. The trenches really can't bang. You can't see who's going in the trenches, right? You can't see who's the best at their position on the trenches, dog. But guess what? kalendeboer sees it. The offensive Ryan Grubb sees it. The O-line's coach sees it during practice, during spring practice, spring camp. So they know who's the ones. They know who the starters are. They know their personnel. I'm sure they've studied them. And if they haven't, then that's on them. That's a conundrum from the coaches, for the coaches, right? Heavy, baby. Let's get it, man. Period. But the Crimson Tide didn't. So without tackling, it was much easier for players throwing, catching, and defending passes to stand out. Man, let's get to a point. That's why those type of players dominated this list. Are you shocked? Let's get it. Now, some hearsay. I hear some hearsay, some news speculations, right? That none of the quarterbacks look great. None of the quarterbacks look fantastic. So my question is, damn. So who is the starter? Who is the one? You telling me no quarterback really shined and stepped up and showed out yet? Not even Ty Simpson? Period, bro. So the fact that no quarterback has yet to look great. And Ryan Grubb said the same thing. Well, man, bro, are you worried? Are you worried? Let me know. Fire them comments up. Is it room for concern to worry about the Alabama quarterback room? Who do you think the guy is? Most say Ty Simpson. Some say Austin Mack. Some throw Keelan Russell in there. But news is they all look kind of bad in the so-called 8-day game, bro, with the new format. So that's a conundrum. That's a big issue to me. Who's the man, bro? Let's get to it. Here are 5 players who stood out to us from watching the practice on Saturday at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Lodzier Brooks, receiver. Lodzier, one of them ones, dog. A lot of buzz, a lot of noise coming from him, dog, about him, talk about him coming out of spring camp. Very excited to see this dude play on the field. You hear me? High twitch, high athletic, different specimen, right? Already ready to ball. Let's get it, man. Let's get into it. He could turn into the perfect weapon for Alabama out of the slot. The way he makes cuts and move is easy to notice. The true freshman can create separation even when defensive backs cover him well. It was easy to see why onlookers raved about him after watching recent scrimmages. There were times Brooks created separation, but the quarterbacks couldn't connect with him. Such as when he broke away from nickelback Deshaun Jones during one drill. Brooks had to try to dive to make the catch. Bad throw by the quarterback. Especially what? You can't get the throw there. Ty Simpson, Keelan Russell, or whoever it was, Austin Mack. You're not under pressure. No one's attacking you. And you can't throw the damn ball correctly. Come on now, bro. Come on, let's get it, man. Get right. Time to get right for real. You hear me? But the quarterback overthrew him too much. But later on in a 7-on-7 type drill, Brooks broke across the middle of the end zone, and quarterback Keelan Russell found him for a touchdown. Brooks might not start for Alabama. He's in a crowded room, facts, but he will likely have the opportunity to make an impact his freshman season. Yeah, only a freshman, bro. Like I say, don't be shocked to see a couple freshmen on this list round yonder. But yeah, watch out, man. Lodzier Brooks, man. He got the potential to be great, potential to be elite, dog. You hear me? Believe that. Dejon Lee. Now we all know about Dejon Lee. High expectations from him. Big for him. Big cornerback. Big dude, solid speed. Dejon Lee, cornerback. Let's get it, though. The freshman cornerback ran with the first group on defense. Let's go, man. Opposite Xavier Brown. Lee seems to be taking advantage of the opportunity with Damani Jackson out for the spring with an injury. Secondary looking sharp, huh? You hear me? Believe that. Lee, during a one-on-one drill, made plays from the jump. Facing veteran receiver Jeremy Bernard, Lee tracked him all the way to the end zone on a deep pass. I'm telling you, dog. Dejon Lee says superstar. Dejon Lee says NFL cornerback, first-round pick. Dejon Lee says starting freshman, period, no cap, bro. I don't care about who crying, who so-called deserve it. No, put the best man on the field, dog. Make them earn it, and I guarantee they will. But Dejon Lee got elite cornerback first year, all on him, written all on him, baby, heavy. Long as he keep his mind right, stay focused, don't get complacent, he gonna be great, dog. He will be great. I stand on that 10 toes down for real. and let me say it again, for real, homie. You hear me? Then Lee broke up Ty Simpson's pass attempt that would have been a touchdown to Bernard. Balling, dog, balling. He wasn't perfect, but Lee's length 6'4", ability to make plays and be physical all stood out. He's going to help this secondary this season, even if he's not starting. Big dude, 6'4". Can't coach size, can't coach speed, correct? Isaiah Horton. We know Isaiah Horton transferred from Miami. News is he's balling as well. Let's get it. Horton, the transfer from Miami, took advantage of one of Lee's few mistakes. Lee tried to jump and time a deep pass off a trick play, but Lee undercut it. Meanwhile, Horton displayed the concentration not to let Lee and Bray Hubbard defending the pass make him lose his focus. The pass floating nature made it look primed to become an interception, but Horton tracked the ball in and ran for a touchdown. Shout out Horton. Big plays. Let's get it, man. Big plays. Let's get it. That was one of more impressive plays from the entire practice. Let's go, man. Well, as you can see, Alabama, Isaiah Horton right here making a big play, dog. Shout out him, you hear me? Swaggy on the field, real swagged up on the field. I respect it. I dig it. Ivan Taylor, defensive back, the son of Ike Taylor, the two-time Super Bowl champion cornerback with the Pittsburgh Steelers, stood out almost right away. More young corners, you hear me? Taylor, The ones who's a freshman with the Crimson Tide grabbed an interception on a deep pass during the first drill of the day. During 11 verse 11, Taylor snagged a pass from Russell at the end of the drill. That play alone earned Taylor a spot on the standout list. Shout out Taylor, dog. That's what it's about right there, man. Ty Simpson, as we know, like I said previously, I think the quarterback situation is still in the air. I don't think nothing is set in stone, if you ask me. Just hearing news from Ryan Grubb, hearing his opinions on certain things, dog. Yeah, I think it's still up in the air. Who's leading the pack? Who's ahead of the game? Maybe Ty Simpson slightly, though. Very slightly, though. You hear me, dog? Let's get it. He didn't make any wild throws, but he also didn't seem to make any colossal mistakes. That's good news. That's great news. Protect the ball, and he don't gotta be a hero. You know, if the offense is ran like I think Ryan Grubb will run this offense and utilize his players, his personnel week in, week out, yeah, Ty Simpson, if he is the starting quarterback, guess what? He won't have to win too many games. He won't have to always put the team on his shoulder, dog. He won't have to do too much. You know, just don't lose the game. Don't lose the game. Don't make stupid mistakes, stupid interceptions, make dumb throws. You know, especially if the run game is elite, back playing at the standard that Batman is used to, correct? So yeah, man, Ty Simpson ain't got to worry about, having an ample amount of pressure on him, trying to have to do too much, make something happen week in, week out. No, play smart, play smart, right? Play comfortable, play safe when you need to. Don't be stupid, no mistakes, and don't lose the damn game. Period, bro. Got enough weapons around him, enough great coaching staff around him to succeed. Period. But the battle is still on. Believe that. Let's go. At least not to the naked eye. For that reason, he was a standout. The other two quarterbacks competing with him, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, each made mistakes in the form of interceptions. Can't have that, bro. Can't have that, bro. You hear me? Believe that. At least one apiece. Simpson didn't do anything that showed he needs to be the undisputed starter, but he also wasn't near as inconsistent as Mack or Russell. For that reason, Simpson stood out. Well, he stood out, but it wasn't because he was just balling out of control, right? Making great plays, great throws here and there, like us Bama fans would love to hear and see, correct? So they pretty much say he stood out because he was just there. You hear me? Yeah, he was just there, so they say he stood out, man. Yeah, we know the scoop, the 411. Let's get it, man. You hear me? But yeah, man, like I say, the season is almost upon us. Let me know how you feel about the A-Day game, dog. Were you there? Were you in attendance? What players do you feel good about? Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, huh? Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Support the grind, support the channel. Takes less than 1 second, right? Big school here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw forever. Yeah.